Hello friends, this is Abhishek. Today we're going to see how we can use the session storage inside the mobile applications and web applications, right? If you if you have watched my earlier videos, that is based on the local storage. Okay, just take a overview of that video. Inside the local, if you use the local storage, we can store the data locally to improve our performance. Okay, or to store the data locally inside the mobile applications. Okay, just for the programmatical reasons or technical reasons or to the performance reasons. Okay, we can use the local storage. But what is the session storage? Okay, the session storage is the just similar technology techniques just like local storage, but there is a minor difference in that. Okay, what the name already suggests, gives the descriptions what is this technique. Okay, session, right? Suppose if I talk about the session, that means you are logging to any application and you are working by and you are using that application, and after that you are getting logged out. The time from the login to logout, that is called a single session of a particular user. Okay, and now if you want to use or store the data just temporary for the particular user, at that time you can use the session storage. Okay, if you remember, we have stored the data inside the local storage and we have closed that browser and again reopened that browsers. Our data wasn't get lost. Okay, that means if you use the local storage, you can use your last saved data from the local storage. But what about session storage? Okay, let's create an example and check it out. Okay, so here I have a HTML page, session storage. So first of all, I'll take a text box. Right, I'll give a ID of txt session value. Okay, and then a button. On click, create session. Okay, this is my function and I'll set the name login to app. Right, this is our username and we are logging inside the session storage. Okay, and what we are going to do, whenever user enters the username, okay, and try to log in inside the application, we will store this information inside the session. Okay, and then I'll put one more button and give the name of that button, that is logout from app. Okay, or just expand it little bit more. Okay, placeholder, enter email ID. Okay, like this. Okay, suppose I'm entering my email ID like this. Okay, I'm logging to Innovera app, right? And let's put some buttons to access the username. Okay, so here I'll put a label. Okay, and here we'll break and put one more button on click get session value, right? And here I'll put the ID. So there is no need for ID here. Need a value. Get session value. Okay. We'll put some breaks over here. Right. Okay. Now let's create a session first. So it's very simple, just like a local storage. There is nothing any tricky way, right? Just create a session storage dot. As I told you, you can use direct a key name or use a set item. Okay. So my key name is email ID, and my value is document dot get element by ID, and the ID is txt session value dot value, right? Our session is created, and now would like to take one more function to get a value from the session. Document dot get element by ID, and then we'll set that inside the label. Okay, we'll get value from the email ID, right? And we'll use dot to string. Okay, so let's check it out. Here I'm storing the value of at gmail.com. Oops. Login to app. Okay, and now let's check inside the developer tool whether our session is got created or not. So here we have a session storage section. We'll click on file. See, we have an email ID and this. Now I'm not accessing the value from session. Okay, I'll close the browser and we'll check whether our session is still alive or not. Okay, so if I see here application, see, our session is get closed automatically if you close the browser. Okay, this concept you can use inside the mobile application. Whenever user logged in inside the applications, you can store your temporary data for the particular user inside the session storage, and as soon as the mobile application gets closed or user gets logged out from the application, the whole value will get lost, right? So what happened if I directly click on get session value? Okay, it will throws an error. Why? Because we are accessing the email ID session, okay, but the session is not created, right? So here whenever you work with the session storage, you have to take care of this. Okay, if there is a email ID available, okay, then only we are going to access it. Otherwise we'll set a message that no session is created. Okay, no session is created. Suppose I'm doing this, I'm getting the message this, and if I store the value inside, and now I'm getting this, yes, I'll got the message. And if you see over here, you will see this. Okay, and now if I logged out, then we have to, obviously we have to clear everything whatever stored inside the session storage. Okay, So there is a very simple, just call a method clear. Okay, just like local storage. Okay, if you see, we have a value, and if I get logged out, and now I'm gonna access this value, but I'll get a message that no session is cleared because we have cleared the session already, right? So this is the basic concept of local storage and session storage. But remember my words, do not store your sensitive information inside the storage or inside the session storage or inside the local storage. And one more thing to know, to keep in mind, that is we cannot store the whole object inside the local storage as well as in session storage. Okay, you have to convert that into the string. Okay, if you have a JSON object, convert into the string and store inside the local storage. Will store as it is, and whenever you want to use that object, just take it from the local storage or session storage and parse it into the object. Okay, and then after you can work on that, right? So thank you guys for watching this video, and for the next, it's a very important, we are going to take on PhoneGap, how we can create a custom plugins or your own plugin inside the Android. Okay, so just watch my next video. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning. Till then, bye bye. And I just want to tell you about my video sponsors, DevMountain.com. Just because of them, I'm recording this video tutorial for you guys. Actually, they are running a coding bootcamp, and they provided a different kind of courses like a web development, iOS development, and UX design for the full time and after hours. Okay, the main important point, they'll teach you everything that you need to take a job in this field. Okay, so I would like to request to just check out their website, devmartin.com, and I have already put down the links inside the description box below. And one more thing, if you do contact with them, just tell them my reference. Okay, till then, keep learning. Bye bye.